Okay, today we're going to take a little break from actually solving equations. If you look at the worksheet that you have in front of you, you have 7 math problems, but none of them have an equal sign. When there is not an equal sign, you cannot find me a solution or a simple answer. Instead, we're going to take these long written out problems, especially when you get down to number 7, and simplify them. We're going to make them smaller. Many years ago, I taught 7th grade, and I would teach them how to do this. You start on the right-hand side and circle each term with the sign in front of it. That is why I start on the right. And then I would call it a caterpillar, and I'd add the little antennas, and isn't that so cute? Notice that each bubble of this caterpillar has the letter X, so they are the same. That means I'm just going to combine them going left to right, because here I have 5 X's plus 3 more for a total of 8. And then I need to subtract 10 X's, so now I'm at negative 2X, and I have to add 1X, so I'm left at negative 1X, or you can just write negative X. So I'll talk about this one again. I circle starting on the right so that the sign goes in front of the number. Signs are never written behind the number. And then I'll just combine the bubbles that are identical. They all have X's, so they can all be combined. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 minus 10 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1x, or it has an invisible 1. You can just write negative x. Same idea for the next one. Start on the right-hand side. Put the sign in front of the number in the same bubble. And then don't forget the antenna. 7th graders used to get so mad. When I look at these bubbles, they all have the variable y. So I can simplify or combine them. Negative 4 minus 8 more, negative 12. Plus 1 is negative 11. Plus 2 more is negative 9 y's in all. I'll do it again. Negative 4 minus 8 more is negative 12. Plus 1 is negative 11. Plus 2 is negative 9. Okay. Number 3 is just like number 1 and 2. So I'm going to silently work through it. I will take my time. Peek if you want. All right, now I'm going to talk about it out loud. I just want to make sure I did my math right. 6 plus 3 is 9. Minus 12 is negative 3. Plus 1 more x leaves me at negative 2x. Okay, now we're going to kick it up a notch, so to say. We're going to do the same exact thing. You start on the right-hand side. Circle very carefully all your terms with the sign in front of them. So I like to take my time so I don't accidentally circle through a sign. Something I noticed with this, now we have different letters. I like to go in alphabetical order. It doesn't really matter. I can only combine letters that are identical. So when I look at this, I see that I have D's, and then I can see that I have some F's. Well, I can only mix the D's together, and then I can only mix the F's together. So when I look at my D's, I have -3 here and 6 there, makes a total of 3, minus 7 more. I end with -4 D's. So I have 3 bubbles that have D's. Those are the same. -3 plus 6 is 3. Minus 7 is -4. Okay, let me switch to my purple marker. Now I'm going to do my F's because these are just like a pile of F's laying there. So I have 8 minus 1 is 7 plus 3 at the end is 10, and they're positive, so it's plus 10F. So I'm going to do that one again. I'm a little shaky on that one. So 8 minus 1 is 7, plus the 3 at the end gets me a plus 10 because I ended with positive 10 F's. All right. Another thing you could do is we could color code as we circle. As I look at this, I can see I have 1 T here, I have some more T's there. Then, I have some R's, and I'm circling the sign in front of the numbers, remember, not behind the numbers. And then I also have some A's. All right, kind of hard to tell all the colors apart. It doesn't matter what order you do them. I like to do alphabetical order, so I'm going to start with my A. 2 A's plus 6 A's get me a total of 8A. Okay, QR would be next. So if I have -3 R's here, and down here I have 4 more negatives, I have a total of -7 R's. Okay, now I'm just left with the T's. I have -3 T's and 1 T here. That leaves me with a total of -2 T. Like I was saying, it doesn't matter the order in which you write your answer. I could write -7R, because these are negative, minus 2T, and then that would be plus 8A. It doesn't matter the order as long as if you have -7 R's, I have -7 R's. You have 8 positive A's, I have 8 positive A's. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. I'm looking through here. I see that I have, I now have a digit that doesn't even have a variable. Okay, so let's just start circling very carefully from the right. So we put the sign in the front. Okay, we have 4 different types of things we can combine on this one. I'm going to start with the A's. You pick what you like. And I'm this time going to cross them off as I go so I don't forget anything. So I have 2 A's there, minus 3 A's. That leaves me with -1A. Now I'll do B. I see I have -2 B's here, plus 1 B here. So I have -1 B. I have 5 C's here, minus 2 C's down here for a total of plus 3 C's. And then I'm left with 2 bubbles that don't have any letters. You can combine them like 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 9. Remember, you do not have to include the 1 because it's that invisible 1, but I like to have it there as I'm learning the material. And when I look, every bubble has been crossed out, so I know I used all my terms. I would like you to pause the video. Try number 7. Please pause the video and we'll try number 7. Thank you for pausing the video. I didn't actually solve it yet. I thought I would do that with you. I did circle to create my caterpillar. Okay, I'm going to go in alphabetical order. So x's are going to be first. So here is 2 minus 10 is negative 8x. Then I will do my y's. I see that I have negative 3y's here and plus 3y there. Oh, they're gone. I don't have any. That equals 0. You do not have to include it. If you did include it, that's okay, but not necessary. Finally, that will leave me with numbers that do not have any variables associated with them. So I have 8 minus 6 is 2, plus 2 is 4. So I ended up with negative 8x plus 4. You could write it as 4 minus 8x. If you wanted to include the plus 0y, you may, but that is completely not necessary.